experience that the narcissist, maybe they are one, maybe they're not, but what they want to do is control your time, your energy. Basically, they just want you in the circus. They want you jumping through hoops for them anytime they want to. And it's a good thing you recognize that. And more importantly, it's a good thing you said that to her, because is it safe to say that that behavior stopped right afterwards?
Well, basically, I had to like write it out. Like, I'm not gonna be your errand girl. Like, I literally put it on text and then I blocked her.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
When was that?
it was last year.
That's
So
great.
so she's been watching me and everything, and then she like came up to me while I was doing my yard work to tell me she's
Yeah, I see.
moving. And that's
Yeah.
why it came up again. Like,
Uh-huh.
I didn't want to deal with her.
Yeah, that's putting a good boundary. I'm glad it happened a year ago. It's putting a boundary in, not looking back, speaking your mind, like stating your case where you are, and closing the door. That's a dream come true. And what she did there, when you bumped into her because you were doing yard work the other day, she said, "Wow, I haven't seen Liza in a while. It's time to get some more supply." Play the victim card that I only have 3 more weeks and then I have to leave because the landlord's so difficult or whatever she says. And she was trying to reconnect with you to push your buttons a little bit longer, and that's exactly what she was doing. Yeah, but you have the ability to put the boundaries up. That's great. That's really great.
But I still feel the guilt afterwards. A little bit. Just a little bit. I do.
Why and what may I ask why you do?
Um, I don't know.
Excellent answer. You know what that tells me? Really, this should be your homework. I'll give you homework for the week. Guilt. You should really. I'm suggesting this that you look into, like, reach deep within yourself and try to understand why you feel guilty. For example, with that woman, if you quit the Comcast job, of course you're not going to, but let's say something happens.
But I might. Yeah. I'll feel
Yeah, I
guilty
actually,
again. I'm telling you,
I
I'll
hope,
feel guilty.
yeah, but so this is good. This is great. You sincerely, like, I can tell you exactly how I feel, but I'm not you, but I can resonate with you because I'm an empath just like you are. There comes a point in time where you need to understand that guilt does not serve you. Let me ask you a personal question, and if you don't want to answer, you don't have
It's
to.
okay.
But were you religious when you were younger?
Um, so my family was raised Catholic. My sister and my nearest cousin, who was like a sister, so my personal sister branched off to Judaism, Orthodox, and my other cousin, who was like a sister, branched off to Jehovah's Witness. So guilt is very embedded within all of us. Yes.
Definitely. Especially, we're going to focus on you because you're the priority. I too was raised Catholic. I was an altar boy. I went to Catholic grade school for 8 years.
Oh,
I wore the suit and tie and the pants and the shoes. I had to do everything, so I know what it's like. I had to go to church when I was an altar boy. If I was serving the mass that week, I had to go to church 6 days that week. Of course, every Sunday, and then the Mondays, Monday through Friday before Catholic school, I would have to go. Anyway, the point is, I know a lot about it. But in the Catholic Church, and I'm not dismissing the Catholic Church, Judaism, or Jehovah's Witness or anything. I'm not saying anything at all.
mhm.
But from my experience in the Catholic Church, you are taught not only the Ten Commandments, right, and all that, but you're taught that you should feel guilt if you do something wrong. That's why they have a thing called penance. If you remember, you go say your 10 Our Fathers, your 50 Hail Marys, and these things. So that is ingrained in the Catholic Church. Even to this day, it is right now. People, but specifically the person who was not. I wouldn't feel bad for the bully. I feel bad for the person who was getting picked on, and like I would just that would not leave me for like days. And I would actually be like, I would think to myself, like, what it's like to be that person, because they would just be being picked on, and the next would be someone different and different. But no one else was like that. Everyone else was like, whatever, it's so and so, it doesn't matter about. And I was like, I don't think that way. So I knew that at an early age. And same thing in life. Like I would be working at, let's say, 9 to 5 job. I can sincerely, if I know you, like even for a couple hours, I can feel your energy, and I can feel exactly how, if you're in a good space or not a good space, or
Yeah, but most
what's going
men
on.
deny their feelings. That's my experience.
They do, but I'm not most men.
Oh.
I 100% not most men. I've cried on my channel. I've cried many times on videos. I I'm myself, and I am blessed to be on the
Yeah.
planet more than you know. So I appreciate where I've come from. I appreciate where I am, and I appreciate where I'm going. And I'm not ashamed. I'm not better than anybody. I literally still help people cross the street here in Costa Rica when I go for my walks. I did a video on this a couple weeks ago. I don't care. I pick up trash, throw it in a trash can. I just, I do the things that people make fun of, but I don't care because I know I'm making this planet a better place. And that's just the way I am. So the empathy thing is simple for me. That's the most natural part of my being, like sincerely. It's me. It's everything from my big toe up to the hair on my head. I'm
That's
full of it, and
wonderful
I
that
know it.
you accept it. It took me a long time to accept it.
Why. But why? How? Let me hear what you think or how you feel.
Um, I don't know what it is. I think it's because I was always told to be tough and then not to be too sensitive. But
Got
then
it.
but then I met a man in my old job over 5 years ago. He told me he asked the universe to meet more empaths, but like when I met him, I was like, this is the only man. Like my hair sizzled. Like I felt like it was sizzling. So he was like looking out a window. I'm like, who is this? And I just started talking to him, and he was like, you gotta get back into your crystals, and you gotta wash everything every night. And he was so funny to me. But like that's where it got really, for me personally, it got me started. Like I didn't understand what an empath was. I thought it was a joke. And I thought
Wow.
narcissism was a joke too.
We know both of those are not jokes. That's a fact. They're polar opposite. So it sounds to me that your empathy, and you are clearly, well, we already know this, but you are an empath. The reason, because you said it, but also like you feel guilty about like quitting a job. That just means that you're like, but that's, I'm not talking about the guilt now. We already discussed that, but I'm saying like your empathy is what makes you you. That's part of your core, your spirit, your energy. It's beautiful. I do believe that at a younger age, when you were told to be tough in those things, again, I'm not a therapist or a doctor, but I believe that was not the best advice. Because I'm not going to say narcissism, but they are to me a real empath, and I'm just a human being. I'm not judging anybody. We're all on the planet, but they're a real one that really cares about virtually everybody and believes that we are all the same and we should all, we all are, we should be treated equally. Those kind of people are hard to find, is what I will say. I do believe that because many people you speak with, their actions don't display their words. They don't align with their words, and actions are how you should judge people or perceive people, not judge. But like anyone can say that they're an empath, but if they really are, a whole different issue or a whole different question. But the whole point is whether you are or you're not. At the end of the day, the way I see things, are you contributing to the planet? Are you making the planet a better place? And are you making those loved ones and trusted ones around you, like where you live in your environment, are you helping out? If you are, then God bless you. Maybe if you're not an empath, who cares? It's great. But conversely, and I'm not focusing on narcissism, but if you are not a good person and you're just destroying or taking or manipulating or lying or cheating or like, there's no room for that. Like, really, like, why are you doing that? Like, do you have any idea how many people were brought up in not necessarily the best households, like maybe not the most stable, or didn't have the most opportunities, or maybe didn't go to higher education school, whatever it is, but they made things of themselves.
Yeah.
And those people are amazing. God bless them. They're beautiful. Conversely, there are people that were born, with every opportunity in the world, and they feel entitled. And some of those people are the people that may not be the most productive on the planet. Let's say that. So I'm not getting off topic. I'm just letting you know that if you embrace who you really are, and the empathy thing's a big one for you. I didn't realize that that's how you were told when you were younger. You have so much inside of you that I don't even think you realize it. Like,
Yeah, but
you,
I just channel it to my animals and my bird feeding and like inwardly. Like I don't try to put it on people because in the end they're like, you're like smothering me. Like I don't want to do that.
so that's good. I'm glad you shared that.